Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to our next speakers. Our next speaker is an holistic business consultant and trainer. She shows well-being practitioners how to unlock the profit potential of their business. As a lover of all things spiritual, she got engaged to her husband at the Machu Picchu in Peru after walking the Inca Trail.
Wow.
She used to play women's rugby. Ooh, strong woman. Anita is one of your type. Yes? I lost blood now. And played both university and club rugby. She skydived over the desert in Las Vegas. I got daring women, all of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming on stage the wonderful Louise Green!
So how many of you, at any point in your life, have thought, right, why am I here? What's the purpose of my life? Or when you're at school, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Great. So for me, it took me probably 40 odd years to answer that question. And what I'm going to tell you this afternoon is about how I developed PTSD and how, through my recovery from that, I then discovered what my life purpose was. Okay, so 10 years ago, I became pregnant. And my husband and I went to our first scan to be somewhat surprised, delighted, shocked to discover I was expecting twins. Now, I'm not a twin, he was my husband, doesn't run in the family. And it was only when I spoke to my mother that she then said, oh, do you know, your great-grandmother had stillborn twins in the 1920s. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, that's obviously a really sad story. But obviously that was 90 years ago, you know, medicine's moved on, and obviously my husband and I were obviously really excited that suddenly we were going to have this ready-made family. And then obviously when you have multiple births, you are very well monitored by the hospital. So at one of my scans, they then discovered I was developing preeclampsia. At which point they were like, right, you're going into hospital. And I was like, no, I'm not. And they're like, you are. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And they're like, no, you are. So they convinced me to go to hospital, and I then spent the next month coming in and out, and I just wasn't getting any better. And in fact, I then eventually started to get worse. And my consultant said to me, right, then the only way to stop this is for you to deliver the boys, and we'll deliver them early, and then that will stop you getting worse, and then you can get better. So we agreed a date, and that was fine, and planned for, everyone was organised, my husband was taking time off work. Then the day before, they obviously every day they were looking up, checking me and the babies and make sure we're okay. So the day before, they run the scan, and then they go very quiet. And I knew that something wasn't right. They then take me up to have an ultrasound scan, and then they turn around and say, right, one of your babies has died. Whew. Okay. So at which point, obviously, my whole world starts to fall apart, and I have to call my husband out of work, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I know, but you've got to come, and James has died, and whatever else. So I'm obviously rushed into theatre, the boys are born, my survivor, Thomas, was 6 weeks premature, so he couldn't really feed for himself. And he got taken to intensive care, and I couldn't see him for 24 hours because I wasn't well enough to see him. And obviously, then I was left with me and my husband and James, my son, that had sadly died. It took us a couple of weeks to get out of hospital, and then when we finally got home, reality never really hit, because I'm like, right, so I've got a premature baby, I'm dealing with this grief, I'm planning my son's funeral, and I've never planned a funeral in my life, and I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. And I'm just trying to cope, you know, day to day. And obviously I'm healing from having major surgery that was done in a hurry, so obviously that has its toll as well. And that was the lowest moment of my life, and I'm like, right, I need to find a way, day by day, to just move forward. And I had the support of a bereavement midwife who was amazing, and my yoga teacher that I knew when I was pregnant. She just got me out of the house, because I was like, I can't go meet these mothers that I met when I was pregnant and then go, like, well, where's the other baby, sort of conversations. And she just got me out and said, it will be fine. And it was hard, but it was fine. And you deal with it, and you just, You know, even now, I hate people saying to me, how many children do you have? Because I want to go, I have 3 children, but I can't talk about one of them because people don't talk about this. You know, 17 babies every day in this country die within either birth or within a month. And that is just, and it's something people just don't realise. So, as part of my healing process from that, I was like, I need to try and have a normal pregnancy. So I then became pregnant with my daughter, which was more straightforward. The hospital obviously kept a really close eye on me. They had discovered why James had died, so there was a reason and they could take some sort of preventative medicine for that. And then, so great, you know, she was born. We came home 2 days later. I was like, excellent, I've got this normal birth, you know, so I can obviously have a child and they can come home with me. And then when she was a month old, she got bronchiolitis. So she is then blue lighted into hospital, and she literally had the same treatment my son had 2 years previously. And I'm like, I'm literally reliving the same treatment. I had to do the same things. I had to have a breast pump and all this stuff that you just do to feed your children. And it was when I came out, when she came home after a week, I was like, right. I didn't want to go anywhere. I was like, right, why am I such a bad mother? Why is this what happened to me? Why are my children dying or nearly dying? What have I done wrong? And I knew it wasn't right, and I knew it wasn't right in my head. And I was like, right, I need to find a way to heal. And I said to my doctor, I don't want to take medication, I need to find a way forward. Okay, so I found a holistic therapist, and I spent 6 months with her, and we discussed neural pathways. She taught me how to stop the triggers of seeing twins, of seeing twin buggies, and she said to me, they're not your twins, they're not your twins, and I'm like, I know, and eventually it stuck, and I found this sort of, you know, this way to move forward. And then when my daughter was about to start preschool, I thought, right, now what am I going to do with myself? I can't go back to this corporate rat race. I have gone through too much to go back to this ridiculous corporate retailing life I was in before. And then I was at a yoga workshop meditating, and suddenly my higher self went, what you do is you take what, I'm a mathematician, I've learned all these retailing skills, and you help the people that helped you. And that's what I do. And I said, that's my passion, is to help, you know, the people that helped me rebuild my life so that I can help them, help more people like me realise that you can heal, you don't have to live with anything, you know, anything, all your demons that are in your head. You know, it's still ongoing for me, but there is that light at the end of the tunnel, there is the, you know, the rainbow, and you can follow that, follow your passions. And, you know, as hard as it is to say it, I am glad it all happened, because it stopped me just going through this, what my life before, because now I have a purpose and I love it.
Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Our next speaker, she's the founder of Project Prosperity, a spiritual business and life coaching practice. She's also the founder of Virtually an Online Language Service Agency. And I want to tell you, she came all the way